Okay, your pieces for page 6, you will need 2 A pieces, and they measure 3 5/8 across by 6 inches. Your B piece is 7 inches by 9 inches. Your C piece is 1 inch by 5 7/8. For the first version of the album, those are all the pieces you need. For album number 2, you will also need a D piece that is 5 by 5 7/8, and an E piece that is 4 inches by 5 3/8. Okay, so those are your pieces. Let's get our scoreboard out. The A's will be scored at 1/2 and 5/8 on the 3 5/8 side. 1/2, 5/8. So do that to both of them. There we go. Your B piece will be scored at 1/2 and 6 1/2 on the 7-inch side. So 1/2 and 6 1/2 on the 7-inch side, and then we are going to rotate it a 1/4 turn, and then we are going to flip it over, and we are going to score again at 5 inches on the 9-inch side. Okay, so that's B. Let's give you a look there. And your C piece is a hinge, so it will be scored at 1/2 down the center lengthwise, so at 1/2 inch. Okay, so that's your pieces for album 1, version 1. If you're doing the version 2, you will also need to score piece D at 1/2 on the 5-inch side, and E will be scored at 1/2 on the 4-inch side. Okay, put your scoreboard away. Add score tape to all of those. Da-da-da. Okay, so let's do these A pieces first, and then we'll work a little bit extra with the B piece. Okay, so for the B piece, we need to put our score tape on the valley side of the longer 1/2 inch sections. And then we're going to put it on the mountain side of the shorter 1/2 inch sections on the other, like flip it over. And I know I'm totally breaking a rule here by putting it on the mountain side. Initially I had the instructions so that you flipped it over halfway down the score line, and it just seemed too confusing, so I just thought this would be easier to understand. Okay, so now we are going to snip everything. So we need to do all 4 of these corners. And because these are going in opposite directions, we need to like make a little notch. Okay, there we go. Now we will do the rest of them. So the hinges I fold first and then cut. And then the rest of them just miter the corners as usual. So just a little bit of an angle from the score line to the edge of the paper. And dun, dun, there you go. Alright, get the biddies out of the way. Maybe we will fold and crease before I start trying to put it together. How's that for showing initiative and trying to be organized? Okay, there's the D and the E. And make sure you really crease both the 1/2 inch and the 5/8 of an inch score lines. I know it seems really tedious and annoying, but it does make a big difference in how things will close. Go. Okay. Hi, buddy. Okay, so this is piece B is becoming a double pocket. Yeah, don't make this a habit, but yeah, we broke the rule. So the longer 2.5 inch sections go back, and then, hi buds, and then the 2 shorter fold in, and then they're going to fold up into a pocket. Hi, I know, you want some love, huh? Okay, hang on. Oh, now I can't get it undone. You don't need caffeine. I have a coffee cup sitting beside me, and he is just as much of a caffeine junkie as his mom is. I need my coffee every morning, and he's trying to drink coffee too, and you can't have coffee. Okay. We've got all those folded, so bring in, buddy. Hi. Hello, little guy. Okay, we're gonna move you. You want to say hi to everybody first? There you are. Say hi. Hi. Such a good guy. This is Zuri, everybody who doesn't know him yet. He is part of almost every video. Yes, I know. Okay, I'm gonna give him some cuddles because he won't leave unless he gets some cuddles, and then I'll be right back. Right? Okay, now we can put things together. So flip your last page over, and we will begin with the A pieces. They are going to go on either side of the base page. Okay, so one on the left, one on the right. Oh, that one's a little bit high. Oh, shoot. Oh, Katya. Oh, no. Ah, shiznit. Okay, I'm just gonna try that again. Okay, a little bit more accurately this time. Sorry if my head's in the way. There we go, that's better. Okay, so the A's meet in the center. Your B piece is going to be a double pocket right at the bottom of the base page, but we have that same issue where we don't have tags will just slide right through, so that's why we have the hinge, the C-piece. So put it on the bottom of B to act as a stopper. Okay, so now you've got all three parts like that. And now do what we normally do, where we take the sides first. And then push the bottom up. And then we will adhere this to the bottom of the base page. It just fits, so make sure it's centered. Okay, so now you have a pocket here and a pocket here. Alright, if you're continuing on to the second album design, your D piece. Okay, so we just put our D piece on the top of the base page, and now your E piece is going to go on the bottom of the inside of D, and it will fold down. Okay, so just a little extra. Center it left to right. Alright, so there we go. Now we can add our magnets. So we'll do one from the E to the D. Every single page so far I've had to stop myself, because every time I'm like, okay, if you're just doing the first album, I always want to be stop right there before we go any further. You know that Meatloaf song? It pops into my mind every single time. Yeah, anyway. Just thought I'd share that. Alright, so I think I'm going to do a swing tab from the B pocket over the D, but then we also need some magnets from the A's to the D's. So put that. You can also just do a magnet from here to here. I might do that and a swing tab actually, just to make sure it's really secure. Now I've got that Meatloaf song in my head and I just can't get it out. Okay, and then from the A's, oops, there we go, it ended up on my finger. Okay, 2 sets of magnets. Oh, that's only one magnet. Let's get one more. And for these 2 A pieces, another idea for a closure, instead of having the magnets on the inside like this, you could also, I'll show you in just a sec, oh, make sure it's straight. You could also have something that actually like a chipboard piece or something that adheres to one side and then magnets to the other side. You could do that as well. But you've just completed your construction for page 6. Yay! Alright, now I'm going to get my pieces of pattern paper and I'll be right back. Okay, I just realized as I was getting my pattern paper ready that I had cut my E-piece wrong, and I don't know how I didn't notice until I was doing this, because it's supposed to be the same width as the D piece. I don't know if anyone caught that. I'm really sorry about that. I hope that before you've put pattern paper on that you realize that too. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you already have it on and it's looking like it's not gonna come back up, then you know, just work with a shorter piece, but it's supposed to be the same width. Oopsies. Everybody makes mistakes. Okay, now I'm gonna get my paper all inked up and ready. Okay, so I've got a few pieces on, but I wanted to show you what I meant by that front closure that I was talking about. I'm going to use this metal, like just piece of metal embellishment. I'm going to glue it to one side and then have that kind of as the opening. So I'm going to put these pieces on and then glue it down to one side. So there's one, I'll get the other one on. And you can use like a chipboard embellishment or a wood or like whatever you like. You can get take a piece of the pattern paper and just put it on chipboard as well. Or mat a sticker. Okay, so I tend to use this Tombow liquid glue. It's not, you don't have to use that. I just find that that's what kind of works best and it dries really clear. So I kind of just put it all over and then adhere it. How far have I got the glue? Okay, so right into the center. Okay, so now it's going to be glued down to the left side, and then the right side will still be open to open the page. Now it does take a minute to dry. I'm going to see if one of these will reach. I'm going to maybe open it like this and clip it while it dries and we put the rest of the pattern paper on, because it does take a minute to dry. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for a sec. Open these up. And I was talking about a swing tab on this center part. So I've got this piece of paper already down. Now this is a pocket, so having tines inside of a pocket is not usually a good thing because the tags are going to get caught on it. So I wanted to show you that, so I haven't adhered this piece of paper to it yet, because I'm going to actually attach it to this piece of paper, the swing tab, the brad, instead of going through the cardstock. So I've got this other metal piece here, and I'm going to take a little pen or whatever, and this one already has kind of holes in it, so I'm going to use one of the already existing holes. I'm going to make sure that this will swing all the way out of the way. It will. So I'm going to mark a little thing on that piece of paper. Okay, so I've got a little dot there, so now I'm going to punch a hole in just the patterned paper instead of the pattern paper and the cardstock as we would normally do. And then, oh, I had a brad out here. What did I do with it? Oh, I always lose them. Oh, it was the last one I had of that color. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to put it through the metal embellishment and then put it through the patterned paper and open the tines. And and put a little bit of score tape. I only recommend doing this if the swing tab has to go over top of many layers, then it might tear the paper. So this is when it's only like 1 or 2 layers that it's going over top of. Okay, and then to remove the backing there, and then we can add the rest of our adhesive to this piece. Okay, and put it down. Alright, and now it will swing up over like that. Okay, and then we'll just put the rest of our papers on. So these 2 are pockets, so I've just got, just goes in, you know, just about 3/4 of an inch or so. So try to make sure it doesn't adhere before you want it to. Get it into place. There we go, and then the other pocket. This one is not as, it doesn't go into the pocket as much as I would like it to. But it was the last piece of this pattern, this piece of paper that I had, and I really wanted it to match, so I'm doing it. Okay, there we go. So that is that, and then up here I've got those 2 pieces like that. Okay, so feel free to pause the video if you need at any point in time if you want to see more of what's happening, and I'm just going to let that dry and we can get our pieces for page 7.